What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normeville.
Well, we call you normies.
So today we are here to reveal Henry Ruggs' sentencing. Now, for those of y'all that probably remember or don't remember, in late 2021, Henry Ruggs was involved in a horrific car accident. He was under the influence of, I believe, alcohol. He was going down the road. There was videos and pictures to substantiate this, camera footage from the street and other kind of things, the black box from the car he was driving in, and I believe the car that he hit. In any case, him and his girlfriend was going down the road at high rate of speed. I think they were coming from some kind of shindig, some kind of party, and he ran into this woman's vehicle. This woman, she had a pet with her, a dog with her. He hit this car so hard, I think it burst into flames almost immediately. Somehow, Henry Ruggs got out of this vehicle and he was had minor injuries, him and his girlfriend. When the cops and everybody show up to the scene, his girlfriend is asking the paramedics and the cops to tend to him, which he looks like he has all his motor skills, he's fine. And she wants them to tend to him instead of the woman and the dog in the car, who was, I believe, literally pretty much burned alive. Sorry, YouTube, but I had to say it. So I believe he gets locked up. He gets cut from the Raiders. This happened in Las Vegas. And now his sentencing is here. And I will say he got justice, but how much justice he got is questionable in my opinion. I think other people will share that same sentiment. But let's get into it. How the Press from TMZ Sports. Henry Ruggs sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for DUI crash.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
No fucking way.
He got 3 to 10 years for deleting a woman and her pet. Now we'll read this article and we'll get the details of the altercation, or not the altercation, but the incident, and figure out why his sentence was so small. You could probably already take a guess at it, but let's get into it. Former NFL star Henry Ruggs has been sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison over the 2021 car crash that resulted in the deletion of 23-year-old Tina Tintor, and if I'm mispronouncing that, please correct me in the comment section, and her dog. The ex-Raiders wide receiver learned his fate just minutes ago inside a packed Las Vegas courtroom. Henry Ruggs, 24, showed up to the Wednesday morning proceedings in a Navy suit and tie and issued an apology to Tintor's family right at the outset of the hearing. So he gave an apology right before the judge handed down his punishment. To the parents, quote, "To the parents and family of Ms. Tintor, I sincerely apologize for the pain and suffering my actions in the morning of November 2nd, 2021 have caused you, your family, and those who knew Ms. Tina and Max, the dog." He said, "I let my family, my teammates, and those who believed in me down with my actions and hurt so many." He added, there was no excuse for his actions. A statement from Tintor's family was also read inside the courtroom. Before the judge made her ruling, Ruggs was immediately remanded into custody. Yes, I agree. Your actions have no excuse.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
No excuse. And we're not going to do the thing about he was young and he's an athlete and all that kind of stuff. He was intoxicated, driving at high rate of speed. And because of that, he wasn't paying attention or not enough to miss this vehicle. And the rest is history, unfortunately. Let's read some more. Ruggs was initially facing more than 50 years behind bars in the case after authorities accused him of drunkenly slamming his Corvette into the back of Tintor's RAV4 in Vegas, deleting her and her golden retriever. Man, y'all saw the pictures. If you just Google Henry Ruggs, all the pictures of that collision will come up, and it is horrific. Honestly, most people, including myself, wonder how he even survived that crash because both vehicles are a mangled mess. And you saw what happened to Miss Tina, and her dog, the golden retriever. And of course, Henry somehow comes out barely scathed, and his girlfriend, somehow both of them survived with minor injuries. It's crazy. But the former football player reached a plea deal, of course, with the prosecutors back in May, agreeing to plead guilty to one felony count of DUI, resulting in deletion, and 1 misdemeanor count of vehicular manslaughter in exchange for a prison sentence that would not exceed 3 to 10 years. Ruggs, who will now be eligible for parole in his 3rd year in prison, ain't that a bitch?
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Will not be eligible for parole in his 3rd year in prison, was picked by the Raiders in the 1st round of the 2020 draft, man. All that talent, all that life gone. And money. Because I'm pretty sure he had a good contract, but now all that's gone. Has started in 19 games in his 2 seasons with the team. The organization released him following the incident, as they should. Now, real quick, I want to play you a clip of the actual apology and the sentencing, and then we'll get back to the article and close it out. Stay right there.
No. Thank you, Your Honor. To the parents and family of Ms. Tintor, I sincerely apologize for the pain and suffering my actions the morning of November 2nd, 2021 have caused you, your family, and those who knew and loved Ms. Tina match. I also let my family, teammates, and those who believed in me down with my actions. It hurt so many. Over the past 21 months, I've searched within to find the answers to explain my selfish behavior on that day. I have no excuse in.
You're right. No excuse. Now, okay, here's the deal. While Henry Royce probably, I would assume, doesn't have any other prior incidents or any prior any kind of legal trouble in his past, this is a very serious incident. The way it unfolded was, again, horrific. So in my opinion, I'm not going to be the guy that says he should have faced life in prison. I will be the guy that says, in my opinion, 3 to 10 years was not enough, because if that was my loved one, as we say in the military, I would want the law to max him out. I want him to get whatever's coming to him for the passing of my loved one and his or her pet, which is probably also a loving animal in society and to that person. And I love dogs myself, so a lot of people are also upset about that, because a lot of people see dogs as another person in their family, and I can understand that. 3 to 10 years wasn't enough.
Pray that accepting responsibility in my guilty plea can allow me to begin the healing process and allow everyone involved to heal also. My actions are not a true reflection of me. I am committed to creating greater awareness and educating others about the dangers that driving at excessive speed and driving impaired can cause. With the support of my family, David, Richard, and friends, I pledge to be the father and man God created me to be. Thank you.
And he got kids, man. I don't know how many, but he's got children to look after. Now, he's got to spend the next, almost decade, if not more, in prison.
Thank you. So in accordance with the law of the state of Nevada, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of 1 count of driving while under the influence resulting in death and 1 count of vehicular manslaughter. In addition, a $25 administrative assessment fee, $150 DMA fee, $3 collection fee, $60 chemical and drug analysis fee. I'm going to sentence you to a minimum of 36, a maximum of 120 months on count 1. As far as count 2 is concerned, I'm going to sentence you to 6 months concurrence count 1. 2 days credit, 3 days credit for time served. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, for purposes of the record, will the court retain jurisdiction as to the misdemeanor count to ensure that no detainer is lodged and that the felony sentence controls pursuant to the terms of the plea agreement?
That's fine. I mean, I'm running them concurrent to each other, so I can't imagine that's an issue, but if it is, let me know.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Well, at least he didn't try to play the victim in his statement. He understands what he did wrong. I hope. I'm pretty sure he's been there for like a year and a half already. Well, yeah, almost 2 years. So I'm pretty sure he's understood the ramifications of his actions. I hope. But anyway, let's slide back to the article and close this out. So y'all saw it. Henry Ruggs, 3 to 10 years for DUI crash. I don't know how much time he's going to spend with that. Again, not again, but I believe also in addition to this sentencing, to me, there's some factors that might have played a role in his sentencing. The fact that he was NFL player, the fact that I'm sure he had money for a legal team to try to soften the blow a little bit of his sentencing. 3 or 10 years, in my opinion, it was not enough. I'm not a judge. I'm also not the jury. But 3 or 10 years does seem kind of lean. He took a deal. So you know how that usually goes. They take a deal, they usually get less time. And in his case, that's exactly what happened. So I will leave you, the normies, to deliberate in the comments section what should have happened to him. His sentence should have been more or less. Y'all let me know. Anyway, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports, news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this degenerate down in the comments section. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.